Located on the north coast of Sicily is the picturesque town of Tusa, a 15-minute drive to the beach where restaurants and good times are experienced. Join us as we explore the charming features and possibilities of this incredible property, from its traditional Italian architecture to its potential for renovation and modernization. Whether you're a fan of rustic charm or looking for a project to put your own stamp on, this Italian stone house is sure to captivate.
Ciao, benvenuti, and welcome back to our channel, Move to Italy Now. I have a question for you. Have you dreamt of owning a piece of Italy? Well, this affordable Italian stone home will give you that, a piece of history, and some charm.
You notice you said stone. Now, we've gotten a lot of comments from our viewers. You love the homes we feature, but wow, you'd really like something with a little more character, and you just can't get enough of those stone houses. They're all old, and they're all built out of stone, but so many in Italy were plastered over. Today, we're going to show you one that has not yet been plastered. We're going to go back up to the Centro Storico, or historic center of the town of Tusa. We get so many requests for Tusa, so we're going to show you another home, yet an affordable project of a home, and it is a stone house.
So come along with us and let's tour Tusa.
Andiamo.
Andiamo.
So we're just walking around this 3 exposed sides of this home. And it carries 3 different street addresses. So here we are, we're going to enter Casa Assunta. Now, this is a project. I'm not going to hold back anything from you here. First of all, this is an older home, and you have the original quarry tile floor, and it's got a lot of character. Now, directly under this is a cantina, which is accessible from outside, like a little garage, but it's not anywhere as big as a garage. Here in this room, there is a ripostiglio. You can't really see much in here, but they built this like a masonite wall here. It's nothing. This can just come right out, which frankly, that would be one of the first items on the agenda. I would knock this out, and even this doorway. Why would you want to walk in your ingress into a door? That makes no sense to me. So I would get rid of this right away. Now, I'm sure they had a reason for doing it. There may have been 2 families living in here or whatever, but this has got to go, okay? If you do that, it's going to open up some really, really nice possibilities. But at any rate, we'll call this the pink room. It was somebody's living space. It was a bedroom, but probably more than that too. Out here is on the second, mind you, this house has 3 exposed walls, so you're going to get a lot of natural light. But here's your street from in here. Look at that doorway on the house across from you here. Look at that. Yeah, pretty nice. That's 3D. Okay, so the cantina is directly below here, and that's where you would enter, okay? This is a very old home, and as you will see, it is a complete, the structure is completely out of stone. Here is a little storage space here, which just adds to, it's plumbed here, which just adds to the possibilities. But again, picture getting rid of this wall, and then you have an exposed staircase here. Right now, they've got this goofy ladder thing here, which frankly is below standard. It's not safe. It's not acceptable. But when you come up here, and if you open up the room downstairs, you can easily change out this staircase into a legal one, and one that's going to really give you a much better quality of life. Now here you can see that this wall was bricked in, and they just did a heavy calcite whitewash over it, but you could see that that could easily be chipped away. There is a masonite ceiling structure here, which I'm sure is hiding the exposed beams. So again, get rid of it now. That's got to come out of here. But look at these stone walls here. I call them stone walls because I know they are. And there is so much potential in here, but this is a project. Now again, this wall was bricked in, and they hung this masonite material here in place of carton gesso, sheetrock, but it's wrong. It's got to go. And this is the way they even did their electrical. They just tacked the wires on the outside. This is what they did, is they would improve over a century ago when things started to become more and more electric powered. They would just run the wires on the outside of the wall. So when you redo this, you're going to run tubes inside plaster walls or in between grout joints, so that you can have a fully functional, up-to-date electrical system. And that goes for your plumbing tubes as well. Now, you may have seen this on previous videos, and we've sold a couple homes right on this street over the last few months. There's your tower, your bell tower, the one that was struck by lightning a few centuries ago and no longer works, but it's cute anyway. And so here's your lighting from this side, then again lighting from this side, looking out onto the street. And they put these goofy little curtains across everything. So I had to kind of pull things down as much as I could without showing disrespect. But again, I feel a little sag in this floor. So that's going to be, when you open up, get rid of these panels on the ceiling and address the beams there. It may be that the beams are in good shape and you have a little bit of a dip in the floor and you live with it, because that's just characteristic. Some people would like that. Others would want to start from scratch. But again, these stone walls can easily be exposed. There's not much plaster on them. So again, now we're going up to the top floor, again, through this ladder-like staircase, which you're going to replace. And look at that floor. Look at that. So here's your thick stone wall, about 2.5 feet thick, about 2 feet thick. And looking out onto the street, you can't see because of all the garbage they've got in the way, but I think you're going to see the potential here. I'm going to walk out onto this balcony, and there is your shot of the Mediterranean right there. Beautiful, huh? I've got half the neighborhood curious about us shooting video today. And they're all kind of gathering in the street, talking like they aren't trying to eavesdrop. But it's funny because none of them speak English. So I'm having fun with it. Oh, there is well, no, it's not a window. It's a little cubby hole. Again, here's your little masonite panels. Again, if these come off, you're going to have an exposed beam ceiling. So between this floor, the stone walls, and the exposed beam ceiling, you got a lot of character to work with. A lot of character. And what's interesting is that you saw that the house is rounded on the outside. Well, here's your inner wall here. It too is rounded. So you'd have a very, very interesting little tiny window. I don't think I'm going to get it open. Let's see. Okay, so again, they put junk in the way, but look at that. Look at that. Nice to have the light, because poking a hole for a window and having to header it and all that, that's a lot of work. So nice that you've got that nonetheless. Now, I don't know how to identify these rooms. This obviously was used as a dining, maybe, well, there's your kitchen area here. But everything's got to go. Look at the sink they've got. So it is plumbed. You do have sewer line running through it, but you're going to want to gut the ceilings, definitely clean some of the walls, get rid of the plaster so you expose the rock. Look at this rock wall. Just look at that niche right there. That is character. Now, some of you may look at that, oh, that's ridiculous, it's ugly. And yet others, and many of our viewers are saying, I only want houses with character. So that's what we're presenting today. A home with character that's going to require a complete restructurization, ristrutturazione. But this is how people lived in the last century. You still got your wooden lintel here. Very interesting. If this is something that tugs on your heartstrings and you're willing to take on a project, the price is certainly right. And that should give you a good enough budget. Look at this electrical here. Look at this. That's what they did. That's what they all did here. Since Edison introduced the current AC, that's what they've been doing. Look at this. So obviously you're going to want to leave some walls plastered so you can excavate it out, run channels through there, and then redo all of your power. You're going to want to change your panel so you can bring a greater service in here. And this could be a very cute little house with somewhat of a sea view. So we're just going to the entrance, the outside entrance of the cantina of this very, very old house. Just that we couldn't get the key to get in. Interestingly, all of this blue that you see up here around all the doors and windows, that's been up there for centuries. It contains a mineral that actually detracted insects from coming in the house. I've heard that even goes back to bubonic plague days, but I'm sure that there are those of you historians may have more to add to that story. So here's the cantina. Then what's considered the ground floor. Then the first. And finally the second.
So what do you think? Are you ready to start your Italian adventure? Now listen, properties like this at this price do not last long. So if you are interested and you are serious, look in the description box below this video and find Carlo his email address and send him an email.
Right. They usually go sight unseen. That's how quickly they get snagged, because many of you viewers have vision and you recognize what a good deal these wholesale opportunities are. Now, this is a project like many of these affordable homes, and I can help you with coming up with the numbers for renovations so that it does become a move-in ready proposition.
You know what I like about that? Excuse me.
What's that?
What I like about this is you get a chance to put your own touch on your home. It's likely going to be something that you may live in forever. But certainly if you come and just visit, you want to be able to be in an environment that really touches your heart. This is your lifestyle, your new lifestyle.
Right. Possono personalizzare. You can personalize that home to suit your taste. And after all, a home is really just a space where we dwell in, and it's how you feel when you're in that space. Now, we've gotten a lot of comments from you, and we love all of your comments. Thank you so much. But quite a few comments are about, you're always talking about how great Italy is, but why don't you say, what is it you don't like about Italy? You want to start?
Well, okay, I can think of one thing. The drivers!
The drivers? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Italy is beautiful. It's wonderful. There's a word that they use a lot. It's tranquillo. It's tranquil. It's calming. It's relaxing. And sometimes that also translates into the way that they drive. So, they'll cross the line. You just have to relax because they will move out of the way. And sometimes it's a little close to your car, but it'll happen for the most part.
Yeah, Gia hates when they cross. Well, we all hate it when they cross over the center line on a 2-lane road. That happens frequently.
Yeah.
A little too tranquilo.
When you come, you just relax and be tranquil. And when you see someone coming kind of in your side of the road, just know that they'll correct.
Yeah.
Maybe at the last minute, but they will correct.
They do. We've actually seen fewer accidents here than we did in California.
It's true.
So they do. But another thing, too, is that center lines in the road, stop signs, merely a suggestion. Now, let me tell you mine. This is something that's been bugging me for 6 years since we've been here in Italy. Back in California, in fact, anywhere in the United States, when you go into a supermarket, we get the shopping cart, right? And you have 4 wheels that turn, the 2 front ones turn and swivel independently. That works for me. In Italy, everywhere we've been in Italy, that's not what they do. They have shopping carts about the same size and shape as you may be used to in your country, but all 4 wheels swivel. Now just think about the physics of that. Try and navigate through narrow aisles with all 4 wheels swivel. Oh my.
So guys, those are the things, what we love about Italy. Those are the pet peeves that we have.
Pet peeves, yeah.
Let us know in the comments below. What do you love? And what do you maybe not like
Not love so much.
Let us know in the comments.
Tell us. We look
below.
forward to it. That's after you've subscribed if you haven't yet.
Yeah, so please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess we'll see you on the next video.
Alla prossima.
Ciao.
Ciao.
My head above the water. Finally I can breathe again. Lost in the waves I wander, but in your eyes I see no pain. You're a holiday, a break from the rain. Sipping your sunshine, come take me away.